Ladies and gentlemen, we're now live. It's time for Weird Frequencies. Welcome to Weird Frequencies, broadcasting live from a cornfield in the middle of South Central Illinois, deep down in a bunker. It's Weird Frequencies. My name's Rob. I'm the head weirdo amongst a crew of weirdos that aren't here tonight. But Bubba's here. Bubba's chilling.
Yeah, they're both getting rid of.
He's going to be my assistant on this voyage tonight. So, welcome everybody to the show, all of our listeners. What the show is normally is we watch videos and we kind of talk about what weird things going on in the world, and then we everybody in the chat breaks it down, and we just do a bunch of bullshit and figure stuff out. That's what we do on here. So but tonight something a little different. Tonight we are it isn't about aliens. It's not about conspiracies, just for the sake of conspiracy. It's not about trying to scare anyone. But tonight is about patterns. 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 Because okay. So what it is mainly like when you strip away all the headlines and the opinions and the noise, and what keeps showing up isn't chaos, it's repetition over and over, right? So like, okay, let me put this a little different. Let's see, let me get up to I got 4 things that we're going to break down that's going on in the sky. I mean, that's going on in the world right now. They're science, they're just high strangeness, or they're just human behavior that's kind of a little wacky, right? What I mean is, so there's patterns and signals and things that don't add up in the world. So this is a show, right, where we don't just notice the odd. I dig into patterns that we're trained not to see, right? The weird stuff. And tonight we're going to unpack something that's been buzzing under the radar of observations of other people, maybe things in the sky, signals from deep space, and strange rhythms that keep showing up in science that where science should have answers by now, but we don't, right? So the first thing is the sky, right? Whether you believe in UFOs, UAPs, drones, or none of the above, one thing is no longer debatable. The sky is busy lately. There are reports of orbs, lights, slow moving objects, formations that don't match, known aircraft are being logged every single week, right? And not just by random people with shaky phones, but by pilots, radar systems, coordinated, reporting networks. But okay, what isn't weird isn't that people are seeing things in the sky, Bubba. What's weird is how calm everyone has gotten about it. Right? Like it's just no big deal.
Like
if this was 1995, like this would be front page news, right? And people would be freaking out, right? Cable news would be wall to wall with, all the experts arguing about it. And, but instead today it just kind of gets buried under fucking, I don't know, celebrity drama or, whatever's going on. But to be clear, many sightings do have explanations like satellites and Starlink and drones and atmospheric effects and stuff like that, but not all of them do. When you have multiple witnesses, multiple sensors, trained observers all saying this doesn't move like anything we know, that's not hysteria, that's an anomaly. That's weird. Anomalies matter because that's how science advances. So here's just quick proof to what I'm talking about. Okay.
Hi, Kathy.
Here is let's see, I gotta bring this up. Okay, so this is the National UFO Reporting Center, 2025 reports. All right. Boom. These are all reports in the United States. Okay, there we go. And here's a quick story about it for y'all. Let's see. Hopefully this will just pop right up. Let me see here. Hold on. Let's hit this. Is just a quick video talking about how we are not alone and how things have just picked up last year like crazy. All right, here we go. Newscast, Queen City News.
It is 7:14. Welcome back. Have you ever seen a UFO? Would you admit it even if you had? Chances are you, or maybe someone you know, has seen some type of unidentified flying object or unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, as they are now called.
Yeah, that's much easier to say, right? Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Mackay Beeler joining us now with a new report, Mackay, that's revealing UFO sightings are up in 2025.
Yeah, so the thought of flying saucers hovering over your house makes your skin crawl. Brace yourself. Okay, so over 2,000 UFO sightings were reported in the first half of 2025. Yeah. So according to data from the National UFO Report,
that's first half.
The 2,174 sightings.
The hell is that?
Increase from
Kind of robot.
When the agency logged nearly 1,500 sightings between the beginning of January and the end of June. Now, according to News Nation,
We've seen that.
From all walks of life, everyday people, as well as air traffic controllers, police, and military. The National UFO Reporting Center is a nonprofit.
Okay, so my question for you all, if this was happening 30 years ago, do you think people would be reacting differently? I mean, we're so dull to this now that
but here
you don't even look up. Do you look up anymore? You're like, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think people are looking up more. So if people are looking up more obviously there's going to be more sightings. But also, though, people are a little bit more slack. I think that's what I'm saying. I think if it were to happen, I think it wouldn't be like complete chaos all over the world like people would think it would happen. I think people would be more calm about it.
Yeah, we're all desensitized to it now, and it's just like, I don't know. Videos they're everywhere, all over the place. No one's talking about it on the news. No one's really, just whatever. They're flying all over the place. Okay, so that's just a weird pattern for things that just doesn't add up to me. Okay, all right, something else. Here's part 2. There's signals from space that don't repeat. All right, we're going to zoom out, way out, past the atmosphere, past the moon, past anything human beings have ever touched, right? Because we're distracted down here. While we're distracted down here, space keeps knocking, and sometimes it only knocks once. Astronomers have been detecting things called fast radio bursts, incredibly powerful flashes of radio energy coming from deep space. Some last seconds, milliseconds, some repeat, some never do. So space is loud, and what freaks scientists out are the quiet messages and the not, and they just knock once and they never come back, right? So, okay, to put this in perspective, these signals release more energy in a fraction of a second than our sun does in days, and yet we still don't fully understand what causes all of them. Some are linked to magnetars, ultra dense neutron stars with the magnetic field so strong they would tear your atoms apart. Others don't match that explanation clearly, right? So science doesn't jump to aliens, and it shouldn't, but scientists also doesn't pretend to have the answers. It doesn't. Right? This is the unknown, right? This is unresolved. The universe is under no obligation to make sense to us. And every time we detect a signal we can't categorize, it reminds us of how small our current understanding of things really are. So we're getting these signals from space and they just stop here and they don't go anywhere else. And we have no idea where they are or what causes them.
Kind of the same thing with 3i Atlas. It's doing things way different than what we scientists think it should. So it's just another example.
So here's from sciencefocus.com. Strange signals are reaching us. Here's what we know. New discoveries are shaking up what we thought about these things. So they're FRBs and they're mysterious. What's causing them? So this is, if you want to check it out, here's an article about them. I'm going to put it up in the chat room for you. I hope it has the Chat GPT thing on there, though. I don't know if that'll mess anybody up, but I'm going to drop it in chat anyway if you want to check out this article. And here is a nice little explainer video. Let's see here. Can you see that? Nope, you can't see that yet. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me close that. This is maybe a little robot voice talking, but it's interesting. Check this out. Hold on. We're not going to, it's okay. It's 2 minutes.
We explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we explore how China detects a radio burst 3 billion.
Can you turn that up a hair?
Yes.
According to reports, Chinese scientists have detected radio waves in a galaxy 3 billion light years away. The active fast radio burst, or FRB, was reportedly detected by China's Aperture Spherical Radio Telescope, or FAST. China's state-run Global Times reported the new FRB, named FRB 19052b, was detected in a dwarf galaxy. Fast radio bursts are brief flashes of radio frequency lasting for a few milliseconds. The mysterious frequency was earlier detected in Guizhou, China. Another FRB, known as FRB 121102a, was detected by the US Arecibo Radio Telescope in 2016. The origin of the FRBs is still unclear, but reports suggest that they may be a sign of alien life. The Global Times report said only 5% of the hundreds of FRBs are believed to be.
Shout out to WION. So, who knows, man? It's some signals, and we have no idea what they are.
Makes you wonder, though, if it's something like literally putting out a signal, or if it's just some sort of natural noise that in space that's traveled and just happens to reach here, and we just don't know what it is. Or
I don't know. Is humanity ready to process a truly unknown signal? I don't know. Could we, or do we just explain it away to feel comfortable? I don't know. So there you go. There's FRBs, fast radio bursts, coming from somewhere we have no idea. So, that's another weird pattern that's going on. Science has no explanation for, right? Anomalies, kind of. Okay. Part three of my little weird patterns going on in the world. Part one is, the sky's full of things and we just act like it's no big deal. Part two was we're getting signals from space that don't repeat, they just hit and don't come back, and we don't know what they are. And it's happening right now. Next, animals. Animals. When animals start acting wrong, let's get back to Earth, okay? Because the weirdness isn't just coming from the sky. Sometimes it shows up in behavior and the things that we have that live right next to us. Across the world, there's been reports of animals behaving wrong. Birds flying in perfect circles. The other day I was at work and I looked up, and the birds that were supposed to be going, south, the geese or whatever, I watched them and they went in a circle and they like ran into each other, and then they started going in like north, and almost just like, you dudes are all going in the wrong damn direction. And then I read this: the birds are flying in perfect circles. Fish are breaching themselves without storms. Wildlife appearing in places they don't belong. Now, before you roll your eyes, understand this. Animals have historically sensed things before humans could measure them.
Oh yeah.
Yep, like earthquakes, volcanic activity, magnetic field changes, pressure shifts.
They
Animals
tend to run from that stuff too.
Yep, and animals don't read scientific papers, right? They respond to the environment in ways that we don't fully understand, right? They don't watch the news. So when they panic, there's a reason. Now, this doesn't mean the world's ending. It just means patterns exist before explanations. So, here's some animal behavior before natural events right here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see here. It's not there. Dang it. That was a link to animals that really predict earthquakes, actually. Here's a compilation of unusual animal reports here. Let's see if that's going to pop up for
I
me.
think with earthquakes, I think animals, because they're usually, they're on the ground, and I think they got a way of feeling the vibrations a lot sooner.
Uh-huh. Nope, that link didn't work either. So, okay. So, anyway, animals are just acting weird. And let's see if I could Google this. No, I can't find it. I'm sorry. My bad. So anyway, have you seen any animals acting in a way that didn't make sense to you lately, listeners? But it stuck with you later, and you're like, "Wow, what the hell was the deal with that?" I just wondered. You can't just go by the lights in the skies anymore with all the drones. You would need a flat-out spaceship land and see the aliens. Virgil's in the house, everybody. So, okay. Animals are acting a little weird. Also, weird animals are washing up on the shore. We covered that last week a little bit. Things from the deep sea that are normally not there. Some animals are changing color in parts of the world. There's been like a pink platypus just discovered last week. And so when animals start acting wrong, that's just a sign of, there's weird things going on. All right. So here's the last pattern. It's kind of trippy. This is, a little complex, but not really. So, okay. Part 4 of our patterns and signals and things that don't add up lately it's the comfort of not wanting to know. Okay. This is where this all comes together. Strange things in the sky, unexplained signals from space, animals reacting to things that we can't detect yet. None of these are new on their own. What's new is how little we seem to care about all of this. It's just we're so busy with you know, the latest stupid celebrity news or whatever's going on with Jake Paul or whatever that, we or the latest funny, AI video that we just don't, care about any of this shit, Bubba, that's going on. How come we're the only show and it's really covering this stuff?
I don't know.
Nothing feels real anymore, unless if it affects your rent or your health or your family. We live in an age of infinite information and infinite distraction. When everything is urgent, nothing is. So when something genuinely strange happens, our instinct isn't curiosity, it's avoidance. Because asking big questions means accepting uncomfortable answers, right? Like, why are these things all flying in the sky? People just don't want to think about it. Why are we getting strange signals from space? We don't know what they are. And, they could be alien. No one cares. So anyway, okay. So the final thing is, what I'm getting to with all of this is if something world changing happened tomorrow, would you even look up from your phone long enough to notice? Something really completely world changing could happen and you just might be scrolling by.
Well, that's where you're going to find out at. Anymore,
So
you're going to find everything out that way.
Yep. So that's tonight's frequency. All right. And if you're listening to this, you already felt it. There you go. Boom. So send us your stories. We'd love to hear your stories. What have you seen? What kind of patterns you think people are ignoring? What kind of weird things are going on in the world that just no one is noticing?
I honestly keep saying that for sure the last 2 years or so, I still think we're living in a different dimension. I mean, I think people are acting funny compared to what they normally act. People just
that way, Bubba.
Strange things are going on. I
A
think
lot of people
it's
say the world ended in 2012 and it went two different directions, and you might be in the wrong one. You're in the wrong dimension, Bubba.
All right.
Are you in the dimension with that movie with Sinbad made or not? Remember that movie? What's it called?
I need a time machine to take me back to like Woodstock.
People are getting crazier. Yep. That's what Broomstick said. That's part of it. Yep. Shazam. Was that it? No, that was a real movie, wasn't it? I forget. It was something like that though. So Bubba, do you remember did the Monopoly man have a monocle or did he not have a monocle?
I always thought he did, but supposedly not. I don't know.
Well, see, you're in the wrong dimension. What about Curious George? Do you remember, did he have a tail or did he not have a tail?
He's a monkey, so he had to have a tail.
What do you remember, though? You watched it when you were a kid, right? Everybody did, right? At least once or twice or something.
Maybe when I was a kid, but I don't remember that.
Did he have a tail or yes or no?
I think he did.
No, he did not. Sorry. You might be in the wrong dimension, possibly. Okay, one more. What about the Luke's Star Wars? Whenever
Yeah.
you know that one, what do you remember Darth Vader saying to him when he reached his hand down? Just do an
Luke, I am
imitation.
your father.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah, he said Luke first. Some people think he just said I am your father. No, I am your father. Oh no, maybe he didn't say Luke. Maybe I got it wrong. Sorry, maybe he just says no, I'm your father, and he didn't say Luke at all. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you remember Luke though, right? You remember him saying, Luke, I am your father.
Yes.
Yeah, in this dimension, he says, no, I am your father. Yeah, so see, they changed that on you, buddy. So yeah, sorry, you're all messed up. So anyway, but yeah, patterns. If you guys can think of anything, let us know. Send them in. We'd love to hear from you.
And I do want to mention, like, for those who are interested, yesterday, did you guys all notice the moon?
What about it?
Not only, I mean, obviously, it was a full moon last night, but it was the closest the Earth and the moon are to the sun for the year. It was at the closest point. And because of that and the angle of the sun light on it made the moon look bigger and bright, quite a bit brighter last night. And there was also between like midnight to dusk, there was or till morning, there was a meteor shower last night also.
Oh wow.
And
nice.
They said that because of the whole thing with the moon being brighter, it might have covered up some of them. But they said that the meteor shower from last night it's known to have had big, bright shooting stars in it, so it's.
Oh, wow.
I don't know whether that continues through the night or not. I'm not 100% positive, but they said look north towards Orion. So
nice. Okay, a couple of headlines before we go. We're not going to go too late tonight. About another 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. I want to get through a couple of these just weird headlines in the news lately that kind of back up some of the things we've been talking about tonight a little bit. Right, this is from space.com. Researchers basically say, in 2025, looking back, that we didn't find the answers. That's what they concluded. A lot of work to be done. UFO researchers say the search continues. There's their answer. Sorry. Didn't quite figure it out. But yeah, hopefully next year. So that's the latest news from
it already
them.
is next year.
Let's see, a couple other things. UFO sleuths want fewer secrets in Trump era investigations. This is out of ABC News. Let me see here. Copy. Investigators and government insiders are pushing for a broader release of UFO reports, is what it is. They're just demanding that, this is out of ABC News. After generations of all this secrecy, they're just saying we want some damn answers. So Trump vows greater transparency.
We'll see.
He said, I've never been a believer in a 2024, but that's the last thing he said about it. But yeah, we want some more transparency from Mr. Trump. So that would be nice. Let's see. Livescience.com. Weird lights in a Chilean forest. A camera trap in Chile detects strange lights blazing through the wilderness. A scientific camera meant to monitor wildlife captured intense, unexplained lights that researchers can't explain.
I think I might have seen this.
Yeah. There they are, right there, caught on these freaky lights, caught by scientists, researchers. So,
And that's a still shot. I believe they were like moving, like zooming through, kind of.
yeah, that wasn't them, but that is right there. Yep. Pretty wild. Okay. Weird lights in Chilean wilderness. Okay, deep sea strange events going on around the world. Let's see. Right here over at indiatoday.in. Strange deep sea creatures have been appearing in unusual regions and behaviors, from rare sightings to mass strandings, provoking scientists to ask some big questions. Weird things are going on.
Like, what the hell's going on? That's the big question.
Yeah. Where did that go? That disappeared on me.
Right
Oh,
there,
we are.
you have to hit that.
There we go. The doomsday fish has been found. Mass whale strandings have caused alarm in Tasmania. 150 false killer whales beached themselves despite
False
efforts from people.
killer whales. Is that what you said?
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah.
I was saying, what is a false killer whale?
Let's see what's happening.
I'm looking that up.
Shout out to India Today Global.
See, those are cool looking.
Yeah.
In the
Or
sunlight,
fish.
they shine like metal.
These fish are coming from the deep.
Yeah, coming up towards the surface. Yeah.
Look at that thing. I'm cool with that.
Can you
Well, I
imagine
don't get
catching that on your fishing line?
You won't catch me in the ocean. I know that.
I did look up what a false killer whale is,
Right there.
and it's a
What is it?
large, dark oceanic dolphin that's named for its skull's similarity to a killer whale, but
Wow,
not its
look at
appearance.
all of them. Wow, I've never even seen them before. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. See, even this video is saying what the hell's going on. That music's just horrible. I'm sorry. That doesn't,
I
scare
think
you. don't
there's
know.
a lot to do with underwater volcanoes and a lot of these underwater earthquakes that have been happening lately, like around Japan, around Alaska, even
Uh-huh.
all these oceanic, you know.
Yep, that's true, Broomstick. It's just happening a lot lately. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you think about if the animals on land will run from an earthquake coming, I bet Sea Life will do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it just makes sense to me anyway.
Skeletor in the house. Are we discussing the Stranger Things finale? Well, let's talk
Scary.
about Stranger Things. I don't watch it. My sons watched the first 2 seasons and then gave it up. You know, they're like 22, so I don't really know what's going on with it or what's happened. Or I know people love it. And
I don't either.
what about you, Bubba?
I watched the first season, and then I couldn't get into the second season.
I know it
couldn't.
makes some band popular every year, whatever
When-
song is in it. Like
When the
Now
kid
it's-
got his teeth in the second season, that I just ruined it for me. Like that ruined his whole character, and he was, yeah. It just
this
ruined
year,
it for
Four
me.
Non-Blondes are popular again all of a sudden because of some song. And I guess they probably played, hey, whatever that song is about getting
What's
high
Up?
in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
They played that in probably the show, so now people are in love with them, and they're putting out a new album. No kidding. Four Non-Blondes are putting out a new
Yeah.
album. Their first album in 20 years or something. That's what's up, though. That show has a lot of power.
Hey, let it, more power to him.
It was sad, huh? So don't give away too much because, we have 4,000 listeners and we want to piss off 4,000 people, but let's not blow it for them. But it was sad.
So, do you know much about that doomsday fish?
No, except for, it predicts
It's
tsunamis and stuff. Horrible.
Well, supposedly when it comes up and they find one like out on a beach or something, that they believe that it signals something bad is about to happen. Whether it be an earthquake, whether it be a bad volcano or
Yep.
some kind of something,
And that's all I'm saying is in tonight's show is animals sometimes predict the future. And, you got to watch out and watch what their, their patterns. So anyway, right now their patterns are weird. Okay. So, one more thing before we get back to the news that I wanted to talk about was gaming. Let's talk games for a minute. I've been playing this new game that my buddy at work turned me on to, Joe. Shout out to Joe if he's watching. He's probably not, but anyway. But shout out to my Mazda buddies, Green Mazda, because I know they watch. I've been check out this new game. It's called Space Citizen. Have you heard of this, Bubba? So it's not like on Steam, and it's not on no, Star Citizen. I'm sorry, Star Citizen. And you can Google it or whatever, and you'll find it. But this dude, has made this game, and it's just crazy. It's let me just find this site real quick.
What is it for, like PS5 or is it for PC?
Well, it's a space game, and I think it's only PC. Yeah, I believe it's only PC. But it's Robert's Space Industries, right? And this guy's one of the best game makers in the world. But what's cool about it is it's a lot of it's AI. The planets are AI, and you can. Hold on, let me go back to. Let me share this screen of Robert's Space Industries. I just think it's so cool. I just thought we should talk about it on the show. This is the Robert Space Industries site. And the deal is, it's like, it's only, on this site, and you got to download and play it all on here. And it's.
What's it cost?
It costs $45 to get started. But the thing is you can buy spaceships and shit, and some of them cost $1,000, Bubba. See that
Ooh.
spaceship flying by up there? That thing probably costs $50 or $100 or something. So in that respect, it's sort of pay to play. But you got to buy your ship, just like in GTA. It's kind of like GTA in space. But the thing about this game is you can play in space. You can play on the ground. See that? You can play in cars. You can play first person, running around shooting people. You can play. You can be like a miner. You can be a pirate.
The graphics look badass. I'll say that.
It's phenomenal, and you got to have a good computer to run it too. But this is gameplay. This is what it looks like, Bubba. These aren't like, intro screens. This game has no intro screens. That's the thing. When you drop in this game, you're just in the game. There's no intro, nothing. This is the game actually that you're seeing. The space battles are just incredible, man. But yeah, it's super cool. So, but look at those ships.
Now, is there like for the stuff that you like pay for, like you said, is there other ways to like build up enough to get them without actually having to pay?
Yeah.
real
I
money
started
for 'em?
off with just the $45 plan, and if you go to shop though, and like I don't know, let's see, Star Citizen, and then oh man, is it gonna let me? Like, I'm already enlisted, but I thought you could just go and look at the ships and stuff. Here's the ship matrix, but is it showing prices? Yep. Oh no, that's the mass. So I thought that was prices. Detail page. Let's go to like one of these big ships details. It's like, man, some of them are a lot of money, dude. But anyway, my buddy Joe, I'm gonna bust him out. He paid like $1,000 for his ship.
Jeez.
Yeah, like look, this is $30.
Like I cannot fathom spending that kind of money for a
$1,000,
game.
dude. Oh my god! But yeah, if you once you love it, the ship that he has though, it's huge and it's a starship, and it's like
I'm
a Death
sure.
Star's what destroyer, not a Death Star, but it's like a big destroyer, and it takes like 6 people to run it. Yeah, one guy drives, one guy's like an engineer. You got to have 6 friends to even like run it properly. You know how like on Star Trek, one dude's Spock and
Yeah.
does this, and the other dude, yeah.
Pilot, co-pilot, navigator.
Dude, I'm in
All
there
those
already. I got into the universe. I already joined, what server I want to be in and everything, and it's pretty wild.
Now, I'm not really a big gamer, but I mean,
Well, my friend Joe
that does
told me
look
once I
fun.
drop in there, he's going to give me $2 million. I dropped in and it gave me only $20,000. So he said he'll give me $2 million. So
Damn.
I'll be able to buy what I want and probably another ship or something cool, So, but once you get in, you can make money to buy more stuff, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
just you grind. You probably have to grind it out and make money and do missions and stuff. But yeah, but anyway, super cool looking game, man. I thought it's like GTA in space gone crazy, and yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome. But
Oh yeah.
so just a few more little things in the news, and I'm gonna get
And
out of
that's
here.
called what again?
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. Okay.
Yeah, you could just Google that, and this first thing that pops up at the top. But yeah, the name of the company was Roberts Engineering Space something. Right?
I'm taking I can't play that on my phone, huh?
No. In fact, you've got to have a really decent, good computer to run it. I mean, it can't be some piece of crap Walmart special. Unfortunately, it's got to be something pretty decent. Like, okay, so all right, a couple other things. Let's see. Let's see if this one gonna be good.
Maybe somehow they could put a phone version of it out. It would never be as good as what you just saw, but
All right, let's see.
still be badass, I bet.
Real quick, just a couple of trippy things. Why is it copy that? There we go. Man, a bunch of these links are not working for me. Darn it. Oh, I'm sorry. My little thing's messing up here all of a sudden.
Broomstick says, spending that much money, you have too much money.
Yeah. Here's something trippy. I thought this article was interesting. Get the right screen up here. Okay, there we go.
I mean, if he's itching to burn that kind of money, you know, there's a Bubba has no car fund.
So a new study suggests that if time travel, this is why we don't see time travelers from the future. A new study suggests that if time travel were possible, it would inherently destroy timelines, erasing the very machine that enabled it, offering one scientific explanation for the great silence of time theorists.
I have an explanation.
Yeah.
There's time travelers, but they just see like the last 10 years and they're like, we ain't going there.
Well,
we're just skipping. We're not going back to that. There's nothing to go back to there. We'll just wait, you know.
Well, okay, there's the famous logical examples. It's called the grandfather paradox, and that explores what would happen if a time traveler killed their grandparent before their parent was conceived, an idea not so far removed from the plot of, like Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. So other paradoxes are more concerned with mathematical or physical impossibilities within our current understanding of time and space, even though time travel is theoretically possible through phenomenon like closed time travel, closed time-like curves. So maybe the biggest paradox of all is also the simplest one. If time travel were possible, wouldn't we encounter these temporal tourists all the time, right? We'd see these tourists all the time. Physicist Stephen Hawking even threw a time traveler party once in 2009, providing details of the event only after the fact in hopes that enticing some would-be time travelers, but he partied alone. No one showed up. That's pretty well. Because the world isn't awash with Marty McFly's, maybe that means time travel isn't possible after all. So, unfortunately, when it comes to the ins and outs of something immensely complicated like time travel, things are rarely so simple. So
you yourself, what do you believe? Do you believe in time travel?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or do you believe in it like to a certain extent?
No, I don't know really.
Like if you cross over to a different time zone, that's technically time travel.
Yeah. Real time travel, I don't know about though. I'm not sure about dimensions and stuff.
So
I think sometimes when you see ghosts that you're seeing possibly other dimensions and things happening in front of you.
Like you see that
over into each other.
You ever see the videos, like the TikTok videos where they got the dudes that are supposedly time traveling from the future back and warning us of what's ahead and things like that? So you think that's all horse shit?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know either. I really don't. I mean, but like, all I think of is look at all the other things that most people think are impossible, but are actually a thing,
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't think time travel is possible, but just because we don't, it could be a thing. I mean,
Well, one of the things is that time travel destroys its own timelines, and that's the reason we don't see the visitors. It's not an absence, but it's just gone from the timeline. That's
we
pretty
don't
wild.
see it.
Yep.
Or maybe
So,
they time travel behind it, like the whole idea of a veil between dimensions.
mhm.
Oh,
Let's
no, they-
see. I had one more.
Skelly says those fake, dude. Well, but yeah, we all think they're fake, but what if they really aren't? You know, let your mind wander and think. What if that is like real, or just we just all think it's BS? You know.
Yep. All right. Here's a story. Something weird. Wild pigs in California are turning neon blue. Seen this? This is
Ooh.
showing up, right? Yeah. Their insides turning an electric raspberry blue.
I know there's a fish that's all
It's
the meat is blue like that. You could actually eat it. It's good to eat, but
yeah, that's wild feral pigs in California.
I don't know if that would
Gray.
be
It
good.
looks like not gray, but like people are saying it looks like a gummy worm or a Slurpee. It's pretty awesome. Bam. Thought that was an interesting thing to show. What else?
Does it
There
even
was,
say anything about what's causing that, or
I don't know. It was on Vice. So
wonder if it makes the meat good or bad, or
yummy. Just makes it delicious, I'm sure, Bubba.
be a neat looking steak though,
Oh yeah. It'd be
or
amazing.
some blue hamburger, or well, it'd be ground beef or ground pork. I mean,
Uh-huh.
blue bacon
One
with your
more
green
thing
egg.
that we're gonna end with. Interesting post from my guy Tech9. I love Tech9. And this is just an amazing thing that he posted. And it says, so much death these days. Vaccines, blood clots, killing us. Food, killing us. Jobs, slowly killing some of us. Police, killing us. Chemtrails, killing us. Gangs, killing us. Racists, killing us. Sex, killing us. Phones, killing us. Animals, killing us. Mold, killing us. Asbestos, killing us. Cigarettes, killing us. Alcohol, killing us. Every damn thing is killing us in physical and in the physical. And people stay worried about a man-made image hindering their spirit. He just says, P.S. Sorry for the rant. I'm just in my feelings. And he said, honorable mention, medicine killing us. That is amazing. That's our guy. Candlebox is going to be playing in Springfield. Not
They're
January
gonna
1st,
be
but
at
March
Boondocks,
18th.
aren't they?
Yeah, March 18th. I'll be there. I had one more funny thing to
Yeah, I
post.
missed the Steel Panther show.
I know. I wanted to
Kind
go
of
to
mad
that
about
too.
that.
Yeah, me too. This right here is
The Klugies went.
yeah.
Amanda was actually up on stage with them.
So I post videos all the time, and they get like 1,000 hits or whatever. This is we're gonna end the show with this one, Bubba. This video got 137,000 views. Most of my videos get like 1,000, 1,200. That's a lot, right? That's great for me. But this video that I made, I just found this dude and I added the song to it, and I just wrote "Stepping into 2026" and
Yeah,
650 people shared it because it was just like the perfect New Year's thing to share. Like, oh, I'm going to put this on mine too. You know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
think about it. I just made it real quick. And dude, 137,000 views. Look. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we're stepping into 2026 right there.
I will say the dancing pretty well matched the beat.
Pretty funny, man.
Like, it
Yeah.
was like on point.
I never had a video get 130,000 views before. Pretty awesome. But yeah. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening and watching tonight. If you've been here since the beginning, and I hope you got the whole, theme of the show tonight. Patterns, things going on in the world that you just kind of got to watch and, keep an eye out for, to break it down,
The ever-changing patterns.
Yeah. And, some of the things in
Strange
particular that, I just pointed out are things going on in the sky that, the sky's busy lately, and no one seems to care. People are just calm and everyone's just kind of, it's just weird. Like they just don't care. And then there's also these signals from space that are starting to hit us that they don't repeat. They're called, what was it? Fast radio signals, and they hit us and they don't, and they're
Fast
starting to hit the
radio
planet.
bursts.
Fast radio bursts, yep, and they hit us, and science, can't explain what they are or where they're coming from. It's the unknown. Space is loud, and it's freaking scientists out. And they, anyway. And also animals are starting to act a little weird. Birds are flying in circles. I got a picture of them right here. Synchronized circles. Dun, dun. Let's see. Right, birds are starting to fly in circles. Animals are doing weird stuff, man.
You got a picture of that pink platypus?
No.
Do a
And
quick
yeah.
Google search and see if I bet you'll find a picture of it.
And the last thing is a disease that people have that I call the comfort of not wanting to know. Weird news doesn't shock us anymore, and we're just kind of like, whatever. Crazy things are happening. We're just like, it's all good. No one cares. News don't even report it. We report it. We're here to like make you think about things that the news isn't reporting. So, that's why we don't cover really politics a lot, or, politics are boring, but also
It's not fun.
it's not fun. Yeah. And everyone else does it. So let them do it. Right. And they do it way better than
And no
us.
matter what, if you talk politics, you're gonna piss somebody off. No matter what.
That too. But we're all about waking up people's minds and trying to find a weird in the world, and that's the show tonight. So there you go.
Believe in it or don't.
Skeletor. Skeletor. No, I appreciate you being here, Bubba. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, everyone else, our regular listeners, Broomstick, Skeletor, and everyone at the beginning showed up. Who else was in there? Who else? Kathy, Virgil, everyone else. Thank you so much, man, for hanging out and listening tonight. We appreciate you. And come buy a car from me at Green Mazda. I work there. I'll be there tomorrow. Come see me. Green Mazda out on 6th Street. Over by Walmart. If you need a new car, you need a used car, or you just need some advice, just call me up. My phone number is 217-819-2935. You can actually meet me and we'll hang out, and you can buy a car from me. Cool. So if you're just looking for a used car, call me up because I can help you find one. I can look all over the place and like magic. I'm the car magician. That's what they call me.
Can you
I'll
help
find-
someone out that don't have no money?
Well, I could try. You have to have a little money, Bubba. Yeah, just a tiny bit. But I do help people that have challenged credit. That's what we'll call it. And I help people who have, no down
This,
payment.
this
So.
this is a little bit more of just not having funds.
Yeah, I can't fucking help you, Bubba. No. I'm just playing. No, but anyway, yeah, come out and see me, man. If you need to buy a car, just think about me. If you know somebody that's buying a car, just send them my way.
He can
Cool.
help most people. Okay.
Right, most people. Don't send all your friends. Like send the friends with money, right? No, I'm just kidding. Send them all. I'll help them. In fact, check it out. I'm gonna say this on the show, Bubba. If you send me a person and they buy a car, I'll give you $50. That's it. I'll write you a check for $50. Anyone. If they got to buy a car, they got to have, you don't send all your broke friends out there and then they have bad credit and they don't get a car because you don't get paid. But yeah, if you send somebody my way and I know you did, we'll get you a nice little referral check for $50. Boom. So there you go. So anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. That's the end of my shameless self-promotion. Hey, it's my show. Fuck it. No. Baba, what do you got going on? I want to promote something. Promote something. When's the next time your show is going to be on the Best Damn Podcast? Wednesday night? What time?
7:00.
Yeah, tune in to Best Damn Podcast Wednesday night, 7:00. Everybody, for more Bubba and the rest of the crew, and Tyler and Adam. Everybody will be back next week. And
we got some new stuff I think coming this week. So you guys got to tune in
on your show.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Right on. And next week on this show, we're gonna do something slightly political, but we're gonna dive into the John F. Kennedy assassination because we've been requested by our listeners to do this. So we cover conspiracies. We don't get real political all the time. We stay kind of more esoterical and ghosts and stuff.
We're not looking so much at the political side of that whole situation. So.
We're just going to look at the whole new situation with the new information that they've released, the new files they've released, and we're going to look at all the latest news on that and how that's changed things and what people think about it now and what you think. So tune in next week. We're going to talk about that. And there was another thing that someone else requested that kind of fit right along with it. Some guy that was missing that died and disappeared. That dude in Chicago. What's his name? Everybody knows a missing guy in Chicago. They were just like, maybe we could look up news stories about it, but I can't remember his damn name. Anyway, help me out, chat. Anyhow, Jimmy Hoffa?
Maybe I was gonna say also maybe an episode sometime like this, like about serial killers.
Right, that'd be cool. Put that together, Bubba. So we'll have to next week. Don't tune in because we're going to be talking about the Kennedy assassination a little bit, and that's going to be a segment on the show. We're just going to talk about what's going on with it, the news, and related to it, and it's been requested that we cover that. So there you go. Okay. Bada bing.
Good.
Cool, man. Thanks, Bubba, for showing up. And you guys all have a good rest of your week. We'll see you next Sunday night at 8 p.m. I was thinking about starting a show earlier. I wonder if that would mess up people too much if we started the show at 7 instead of 8. I don't know. We would tell our listeners ahead of time on our Facebook and on YouTube and everything. And on Rumble. So
we'll discuss it.
Yeah,
Put it
yeah.
in.
So we may start an hour earlier for now on, you guys, just to end a little earlier on Sundays. It's kind of messing up some things for me around the house here a little. That's why we might do that, honestly. But we'll see. But cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bubba, have a good night. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Later.